In today's video, we're gonna talk about how to take an extreme caloric deficit seriously. So you can go from looking like this to looking like this and lose that skinny fat look. All right, guys, for today's question, it's a really good question. It's about kind of the process of getting back into training and losing body fat and putting on muscle and how to do that the best way. And I got a really good compliment, but the question came from right here on my Instagram direct message. So what I'd like you to do is, if you had questions, you go there. And if you like this type of information where an expert takes you through the process of reaching your physique goals, hit subscribe. That's what I love to do. I have a question regarding skinny fat. I'm 18 years old, 5'9", 160 pounds, and 18% body fat. I trained previously in the gym like 2 times a week, 2 years ago, but I ate like shit and had a terrible workout program. I just trained arms and chest. I want to get back into training and my dream physique is just like yours. Well, thank you. Do I go for a 1,000 calorie deficit for a month to try to get body fat down while training 5 days a week, then lean bulk? All right, so first things first, I think it's important to recognize what my physique represents, right? The way I look now, it's the result of 25 years of training. And so the way I approach things is different than the way that you should approach things. The first reason I say that is because I'll probably try to put some pictures of my physique in here when I was your age, 18, 19, 20 years old. I promise you, I did not have a lot of muscle. And I'm also gonna tell you this, I never in my life tried to lose weight until I was 32 years old. At that point in my life, I had been training in the gym for more than a decade. And let's be honest, it wasn't all perfect training, but I was very consistent. I loved lifting weights. I loved going to the gym and getting stronger. And so the most important thing is building that foundation of muscle. And you're at such an important age where if you go into an extreme diet like 1,000 calorie deficit, you're going to shortchange the progress you can make. You can be absolutely a very lean, very muscular person without creating a 1,000 calorie deficit for yourself. I went ahead and went on the Physique website and went to our calculator right here, put in your information, and then also looked at what the calories should look like for you. That's a good starting point for you to get to. The most important thing and the greatest thing you can do to change your physique is right here in the gym. The diet is important for a few reasons. Obviously, if you don't want to be putting on body fat and if you want to be, eating well enough to have energy, but none of the diet stuff really matters if you're trying to build muscle unless you're resistance training, unless you're getting in the gym and lifting weights. So again, I have a free program. I have multiple free programs at this point. I have the free beginner's guide, which includes things like cardio and training and all that stuff. But if you're just looking for a workout guide, I have the free push-pull program for beginners that I just put on the website not too long ago. And I just did some workouts to kind of explain what the movements do and what they're for. So the big takeaway here should be not being skinny fat or not having this body fat or body composition that you're not happy with. It doesn't have to be a binary thing where you just go, okay, let's get the body fat off and then put the muscle back on, okay, and lean bulk. You should start lean bulking now, right? But that means you need to be planning your meals, you need to be eating appropriately, you need to be doing some form of cardio every couple days, just getting up and doing some cardio along with a resistance training program. You're young. Your hormones are your friend. Your joints are your friend. Your schedule is your friend. You don't have a lot of the responsibilities that other people in their lives have, like myself, with a career and with kids and with mortgage payments and boring things like that. Okay, so you can take the time to prepare meals, go to the store, do all these things for yourself, and really get into some good routines. Okay, now with all that said, I understand that you want to get leaner. You can absolutely get leaner and put muscle on at the same time, and I think that's the approach you should be taking. You should be trying to, every week, make sure you're losing, I don't know, a pound or 2 of body fat. But that means it's not just the scale that we look at, okay? Take pictures, take some measurements, and you should start to notice that at the same time that you are adding this muscle because you're using these programs and you're eating well, you're absolutely going to be also losing body fat, okay? This process does not have to be binary. And I understood it when I was young, just like you. I thought, okay, I'm either building muscle or I'm losing fat. But I promise you, when you come from a position where you're at, where you haven't been training in a long time, and trust me, I did the arms and chest thing for years. That was the first couple of years because all I wanted to do was look good with my shirt off at the beach, right? I wanted big arms and a big chest. Honestly, that kind of spurred the rest. When I saw the changes in my chest and my shoulders and my arms, I thought, okay, now I want the back, now I want the legs. That's what got me into bodybuilding. So I'm not opposed to doing a training program like that. It does show you that you're going to get that muscle back quickly. The muscle that you built last time will come back quickly. You're also going to get the benefit of kind of like some noob gains, right? That initial training response, that stimulus that you've never gotten before, it's going to crush everything in your body. It's going to grow, it's going to respond. You don't need to be in a huge caloric deficit. You can be in a small one, still build lots of muscle. But I promise you, if you just go through this 1,000 calorie deficit or a very aggressive deficit and try to lose all the body fat, you're gonna be in a position where your hormones are compromised. You're probably gonna be compromised as far as like eating behaviors, right? You're gonna start binge eating and overeating and put the body fat back on. And now you're gonna be armed with less muscle. Look at it as a slow process. Look at it like, okay, I'm gonna spend the next 3 months putting on muscle, recomping. That's the word that we should be focused on, okay? Lean bulk is a word that, you know, it's essentially recomping. You basically wanna put on muscle but not fat. That's where you need to be. And I believe, especially at your age and how well you're gonna respond to this training, I wish you could come into my gym, right? I wish I could see this over the next few months, because that first entry into training is kind of a magical thing. So yeah, the takeaway here should be, you need to eat, you need to train, and you need to allow the body to adapt, okay? 18% body fat is not something that needs to be maintained. You can maintain much closer to 12, 13% body fat, have some visible abs. And I really appreciate the compliment about my physique, but understanding that the physique that I have now was the result of trial and error for 20 something plus years. And now I'm able to maintain it much easier. And when I go through dieting phases, I have more muscle, so I can be more aggressive with my fat loss. I can get on a bodybuilding stage because I have the foundation of muscle. So before you get aggressive with cutting, you need to build that foundation, okay? That's it. Hope you guys are having a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.